What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Legit Whiskey Reviews. And today I'll be reviewing Bradshaw Bourbon Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. Alright, so when it comes to celebrity whiskeys, they're either hit or miss for me, let's say. And for the most part, they're more miss than hit. There's been a few where I've really taken a liking to, like for example, the Blackened from Metallica. That's one that I really liked, but for the most part they've mostly been a hit because they're either overpriced and for the proof, or just both. They're overpriced and low proof. So as far as this one here, this one is $40. So as far as price, that's on the lower end for most celebrity whiskeys. And as far as the proof, this is 103.8 proof, so that's 51.9% ABV. And this is done by Terry Bradshaw, former quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers and now an NFL Fox analyst. As far as the bottle itself, so 51.9% ABV, that's his career passing percentage when he ended his career. So I thought that was pretty cool. They made that the ABV. And then on the label here, they have all 4 Super Bowls that he won: Super Bowl 9, 10, 13, and 14. And then on the side here, they have all the years that he won his Super Bowls. So like 74, 75, 78, and 79s. Those are the seasons that he won the Super Bowls in. All right, so as far as the label here, I think they did a good job as far as the label. It's not like super fancy, but it's not like cheap. I think it's just right. It has enough info on it. It's a good looking bottle. So as far as the price is good, the proof is good. As far as who distills this is distilled by Green River Distilling, and this is a minimum of 2 years old. So I don't have high hopes for this one with being a 2-year-old bourbon, but let's try it, see what happens. Yep. So this smells, it does smell young. I believe this is a 2-year whiskey because it smells very young. So the first thing that I get, it's pretty thin overall on the nose, but it's very grain forward. So I get a lot of the corn, which I really don't like in my bourbons. So yeah, grain forward. There's a little bit of alcohol spikiness. Yeah, it just smells young. There's a little bit of vanilla and caramel in here. Maybe a hint of oak and a hint of spice, but overall it's pretty thin on the nose, but it's very like grain and alcohol forward. So yeah, just not very appealing on the nose. Hopefully it's better on the palate. I did open it up. I dove into it when I first picked it up and I wasn't impressed, and I gave it some time, a good amount of time, just hoping it would open up. So let's see what happens. Cheers. Yeah, this is pretty thin on the palate. I do get a little bit of that vanilla, a little bit of caramel, a little bit of the oak. I feel like I like the back part of the palate more than the front. The front was pretty thin for me. Like I said, I got the vanilla, the caramel, but it's very subtle, not like deep, rich, or anything dark. The back of the palate, I feel like it's better. I get more of that spice, which I like. A little bit of the oak too. This isn't overly sweet in my opinion. I was expecting it to be super sweet just because it's so young and grain forward with that corn that was coming through. But let me try it again. Yeah, I don't think it's overly sweet, but I still get that grain, that corn note. But yeah, I get vanilla, caramel, a good amount of spice on the back end, and then oak. Very simple, nothing like complex. And I still get that alcohol spike, which is a real turnoff. So yeah, but that's what you get when you have a 2-year bourbon and you don't let it age longer. It's just, I feel like for $40, this is a big disappointment, because when you get into that $40 price range, you're talking about a lot of good bourbons that knock this one out of the park. I mean, just this can't even compete with a $30 bourbon. So I mean, there's plenty of bourbons near or even less. Wild Turkey 101 being one that's $20 in my area, $20 to $25, which beats this every day, all day. Old Grandad 114, I mean, this can't even touch that. Knob Creek, just so many different bourbons that I just feel like this, maybe for if you're curious, you can try it at a friend's house, or maybe at a bar if you really want to try it that bad. But in my opinion, this is a big waste of money. Don't buy it, in my opinion, because you're gonna be disappointed. Maybe if you're starting to get into bourbon, you might like this more, but even so, I think the proof is a little too high for somebody that's beginning. So either way, I mean, somebody that's into bourbon is definitely not gonna like this, and then somebody that's new to bourbons, it's gonna be too much, I feel like, for them. So either way, I mean, I just can't recommend this bottle, and I'm gonna give this a D-, and I'm being kind of generous with the D- because of the price. I feel like even though it is $40 and there are better products out there, for being a celebrity whiskey, it's on the cheaper end overall, as far as price, but I don't recommend this. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you like my content, remember to smash that like button, remember to subscribe, and keep it legit, and do it for the love of whiskey. Cheers.